The old yup, Ohio stand up. There's Mastamynd in the building, bringing the vibe. Ohio Cannabis Live, we unite, reignite. Let's go. From the Buckeye State to the nation we rise. Ohio Cannabis Live, where the energy flies. 1K video strong, yeah the message is clear. Over 1 million views, spread the word, we're here. No division, no hate, we're building a team. From the growers to the patients, all sharing the dream. Let's break the stigma, let's rewrite the story. Ohio Cannabis Live, man the future is glory. Get hype, get loud, this is bigger than me. It's a movement for the people, setting us free. Mastamynd on the mic, yeah we raising the bar. Ohio's cannabis community, you know who we are. It's Ohio Cannabis Live, yeah we lighting the fire. Bringing people together, taking dreams higher. From the city to the burbs, it's a vibe we provide. Ohio Cannabis Live, feel the power inside. Yo Ohio, this is family, no one's left behind. Mastamynd, bridging gaps, peace intertwined. Building something bigger for the people, by the people. From the roots in the ground to the heights of the steeple. Feel the energy, the unity's real. This ain't just a show, it's a movement you feel. Breaking bread with the doubters, bringing them in. Ohio Cannabis Live, where the healing begins. For the patients, for the culture, for the truth we push. Clearing paths for the future through every bush. It's love for the people, it's change we spark. Ohio Cannabis Live, shining light in the dark. Hands up, let's vibe, this is all for the state. No more division, nah it's love we create. From Columbus to Canton, we're stronger together. Ohio Cannabis Live, yeah we're changing forever. It's Ohio Cannabis Live, yeah we lighting the fire. Bringing people together, taking dreams higher. From the city to the burbs, it's a vibe we provide. Ohio Cannabis Live, feel the power inside. This is more than a moment, it's a movement alive. Ohio Cannabis Live, where the people unite. Mastamynd with the vision, let's take it worldwide. Ohio Cannabis Live, yeah we're blazing the vibe. Let's go. More than a moment, it's a movement alive. Ohio Cannabis Live, where the people unite. Mastamynd with the vision, let's take it worldwide. Ohio Cannabis Live, yeah we're blazing the vibe. Let's go. It's Ohio Cannabis Live, yeah we lighting the fire. Bringing people together, taking dreams higher. From the city to the burbs, it's a vibe we provide. Ohio Cannabis Live, feel the power inside.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy Mastamynd here for Ohio Cannabis Live. Welcome back to another live stream. It is Friday at 4:20, 4:23 to be exact. Welcome back to another episode. If you're new to my content, please do me a favor, hit the like, subscribe button right now. If you have any questions about today's show or have follow-up, please email me at info@ohiocannabislive.com or visit my website, www.ohiocannabislive.com. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome back. Yes, I'm here. It's really at my house. I'm not at the hospital. A lot's happened over the last several days in regards to my medical condition. I'll provide a slight update on that in just a few minutes. Today, we're going to be talking about a couple different things. Wu-Tang products coming soon for Paragon. We're going to talk about Token Chill. And Cookie brand lands in Ohio via Clutch Cannabis as of today. It is available. I'm wondering if anybody had a chance to try some cookies yet. So we're going to check in and see if anybody's got any comments on that. Still planning on hosting a town hall. What did I just do? Yeah, so we're still planning on hosting a town hall. I feel like I just did something. Yeah. So we're still planning on hosting a town hall here in Columbus, Ohio. If you'd like to help out with that, feel free to email us at info@ohiocannabislive.com, subject town hall. So just to give you a brief update, so I started to have a pancreas attack like Thursday, Friday, somewhere in there, and I went to the hospital on Saturday, And I'm sure many of you have been through this before, where you go to the hospital and you're not being taken seriously. They don't take your condition seriously, and they kind of just put you back out there to the wolves per se. So that happened to me on Saturday. I talked to my doctors on call, and they told me because I had a fever and everything to go back to the hospital. So I went to another hospital that was close to my house, and they ran my blood work, and I was having acute pancreatitis. So I was admitted for the 10th time over this pancreas stuff. Yeah, that's right, 10 times. And I've already been to the Cleveland Clinic. People said, "Did you go to Cleveland Clinic?" Yeah, I did. What did they say? Well, they said that all these procedures, some of these procedures might be the cause of my issue, but they couldn't definitively prove that. That's what their assessment was. What is my pancreas doctor going to do about the current situation? Well, he tells me he's got a couple things he would like to do. One of those is he wants to repeat the nerve block that I did. He also would like to put a stent in its place. I mentioned before about this little part of my gallbladder that's still in there. So now they want to put a stent in there. So I'm a little bit nervous about that. And they also want to put pain medicine at the site where they did the surgery in 2023. So they want to do three different things at the same time on the same day. So it's a lot. It's like three procedure trifecta combo in one. So they want to do all these things together. So it's going to be happening relatively fast. Right now, it looks like they have this scheduled for January the 28th. So this is going to happen really soon. So it's a possibility that I might not be able to do anything after the surgery for a couple of days, just because they put you under general anesthesia and you sleep, and so it can be really hard. So that's why we're in this situation that we're in right now. But today's topic was that some of these lawmakers may have changed their mind about their plan uh, to basically not change the law. I mean, for a while there, we've heard many threats about them being uh, making plans to change our law to basically restrict our THC levels, to change the home grow account. Recent research in the surfing internet, seeing what all the buzz is right now, and you tell me what you're hearing. It sounds to me like they may be, I don't want to say giving up, but I want to say they're stepping down on it. And, to me, it's important for us to know what their plans are. It looks like my computer froze up a little bit, but we're still here. So yeah, it's important because, like I said, sometimes they'll say one thing and then they'll change their mind, and then next thing you know, uh, we don't know what's happening, and then it's too late. We can't change it, and that's typically what will happen. Is that they'll make a change to the laws. Most people won't even know the change is made, and then it's too late to make any adjustments. So in our situation, we're faced with sometimes is a challenge, but we have to be paying attention to when these new adjustments are coming, and that's all. We have to make sure that we are aware of what's happening. But yeah, you know, anytime they make rule changes, we need to make sure that we're aware of what they're doing and that we have some participation in their committee process. That's what I was talking about public participation. I just want to also say shout out to people that are watching us on Facebook Live. We are also streaming live on Facebook and YouTube right now. So it looks like we got about 7 comments on here as it stands right now. Looks like we got Digger X here, Yavana. Hey, Denot, what's up, buddy? Then Lizzie, and then we got Mike on here. So if you're new to the content, welcome to our stream. We do this every Friday at 4:20. Our goal here is to bring you the most up-to-date information about what's going on in Ohio's cannabis program. Right now, as we know, 120 dispensaries are currently actively able to sell to both medical and non-medical patients or recreational patients. Pre-rolls have not been uh, released into the market right now, so we're waiting on that information. The rules have been proposed, the comment period has ended, and so now we're waiting on these final rules to come out. As I had said this before, I like to set my expectation about how fast this will happen very low, because when we had the tier 2 and tier 1 system, it took them over a year to implement those rule changes. So it's very possible that we may not see pre-rolls for the rest of the year, and it may not be until next year that we see pre-rolls. Now, with the amount of buzz and pressure around this, it's hard to think that they will let it go that long. But again, looking at previous experience with the way the rules are processed, and just to be clear and kind of refresh you, we have laws and we have rules. Laws are done by the Ohio legislature, that's the Ohio House and House Senate, and then signed into law by Governor DeWine and whoever's in office. Rules can be changed within the Division of Cannabis Control, which is the agency that was created to manage all cannabis businesses in Ohio. So if you have a company that's licensed in the state of Ohio for cannabis, then you have to go through the Division of Cannabis Control. Many times people wonder about these products that are being sold at these gas stations, corner stores, head shops, or whatever. Those products, again, are not the same as the products that are sold in the dispensary. These products are handled through the 2018 Farm Bill, and these products are 0.03% THC or less. These are all hemp derived products under the 2018 Farm Bill. Therefore, these products can be sold virtually anywhere. The way the law is written, there really isn't a lot of restrictions. As far as Ohio's compliance, there really is none. They're really not enforcing anything on these products. So if you buy these products from these convenience stores, corner stores, gas stations, DoorDash, and all these places, just be mindful that some of these products might be totally okay, and some of these products may be very poorly processed or very poorly made, or have inaccuracies about their THC content. This does happen. This has been something that random testing has shown over the last several years. A lot of products being sent to Ohio that are not really hemp-based products, but actually regular THC products, kind of dressed up to look like regular hemp products. And then there's also a lot of new confusing packaging where you'll see something that says 100 milligrams, 300 milligrams of THC, but then at the bottom it says 0.03 hemp-derived THC. So they try to confuse you with the milligrams, which is the percentage of THC. Just know that if you're buying it from a corner store, a hemp shop, smoke shop, you may be getting a pure hemp product. And if you're totally aware of that, you're totally okay getting hemp products, have at it. But if you're looking for real cannabis products, you should still be going to a dispensary and buying it from a dispensary and asking questions like, when was this harvested? When was this packaged? Exactly how old is this product? What are its known effects? How does it help me? How does it not help me? Is it an indica? Is it sativa? Is it a hybrid? Uh, what's it selling like? Is a lot of people buying this? Was there any buzz around this? Is there anywhere I can go on the internet and get research about this? Did anybody do any reviews about these products? Yes, Mastermind's done lots of reviews about lots of products. These same products are still in the market today. And so this is why I haven't repeated some of these reviews, because these products are still available to you. But at the end of the day, if Ohio lawmakers planning to leave the law alone for right now, what we have to pay attention to is the midterms. After the midterms is over, Ohio lawmakers may try to make another move for changes to our program. I'm just going to remind you that Ohio legislature has the ability to change the issue to will. They can repeal the whole thing if they wanted to, because the way our law was written, it was not codified to the state's constitution, meaning that it is not protected under the Ohio Constitution the way other legislation has been done. So one thing that we could do as a cannabis community is fight to have an amendment to the law to make it codified so that they cannot change it. That's something we could try to get on the ballot. I do think we should come up with a ballot initiative that is driven by community and advocates and feedback from cannabis consumers to address some of the things that are not in our law, that are kind of unclear. Example being the ability to sell cannabis seeds and clones willingly and knowingly and not have to try to sell them under the Farm Bill. Clarification about types of cannabis events and activities, indoor and outdoor. What can we do? There should be some laws around, indoor events, lounges, restaurants, bars, that kind of thing. And also, it should be an age restriction limit on hemp products. I do think that the answer to help people understand the difference between these products, there should be clear advertising and marketing permitted by the state of Ohio to help consumers understand the difference between hemp-derived products and dispensary and cultivated derived products from the Division of Cannabis Control led program. Many people don't understand that when you go to a dispensary, if it doesn't have that little green DCC sticker on it, or the products don't have a little green DC sticker product on it, they're probably not necessarily from our program, or they could be older products in our program that are probably expired. With it being recreational now, people could buy products and essentially give them to their friends or whatever they want. No one's going to know the wiser. So we could see a lot of products popping up in the market. There's no saying that people don't buy something and resell it, because people have been doing that since the beginning of time. So there's no way to say for sure that people aren't buying Ohio products in dispensaries and trying to resell them and make a profit. Unfortunately, that's been happening with anything. It doesn't matter whether it's cannabis or other products in the retail market. That's just something that happens. Resale has always been a big business. Sometimes people just need money. That's really what it boils down to. People are struggling and suffering, and they have to do what they got to do. Same thing with people traveling to Michigan. I just don't like people traveling to Michigan because I'm concerned about their safety and their well-being. I don't want somebody to get caught up in some type of traffic stop in some little town somewhere where they don't know the laws and put you in an unfair situation because they don't know the laws about Ohio cannabis. Now, I'd like to talk a little bit about the forecast right now. Right now, it's not that bad. It's actually one of the warmer days we've had this year. It's probably one of the warmest days of 2025. But I also want to make you aware that a very cold snap is on its way. And it's going to be so cold, the coldest of 2025. We're talking sub-zero temperatures. You should prepare your household for this now. We've already got a cold freeze or cold chill, something storm warning here in Columbus. We're concerned here about ice, freeze, and rain possibly. So you should prepare by getting some salt. Make sure you have shovels. Make sure you have batteries. Make sure you have flashlights. Make sure you have an emergency plan in case your power goes out. Whenever we get these kind of storms where it's a multitude of levels of precipitation, whether that's snow, rain, sleet, or ice, these could cause sudden power outages on a weak infrastructure. A lot of Ohio has a lot of areas where there's places that ice could form on the lines. So it's important that you have a plan in place. Make sure you go to dispensary this weekend and get stocked up, or wherever you get your meds from. Make sure you stock up your meds this week, maybe today or tomorrow. That way, in case a storm does come through, you're prepared and you won't worry. As I said before, if you're new to my content, please do me a favor and smash that like, subscribe button, share the video with at least one friend you know who uses cannabis. Let them know that this is the #1 media resource for cannabis in Ohio. We've been doing this for I always get mixed up now. 2019. This is 6 years now, everyone. I can't believe it. It's June, it'll be 6 years since we've started Ohio Cannabis Live, trying to bring information to the Ohio cannabis community as a whole and trying to unite and bring everybody together. And I do have a new song that I would like to let y'all hear. Some of y'all have heard some of my little music here that I'm working on, and I don't know if I can get this other song to play. Let me see. This is a brand new song that I just made. Um, so let me see if I can get this to do what I want it to do. Um, Maybe not. Let's see. Yeah, I'll get it. You'll get to hear it. I'm just trying to figure out how to. Oh wait, I know what to do. I know it. So yeah, we're gonna play some new. I got this new song I want y'all to hear. And I'm gonna try to get y'all to check this out. Now for those who are like, what's he talking about? Well, a few, maybe probably about a week or so ago, I stumbled across this program, and it looked pretty cool, and I was like, what is this called? And this program is called Sono, and this is a program that allows you to basically make a allows you to basically make your own like music, and not just like in a sense where you just make a song or here and there, but they actually have it where you can make a whole bunch of songs. And I just made a new one, and I wanted y'all to hear it, but now I can't get it to play the way I wanted to. So let me try this. Hold on. But again, I'd like to know what your thoughts are about today's developments in the comments. I know the comments are not showing up on the screen, and forgive me for doing that. It just is a little issue we're having. It's not a big issue, but I'm still listening to your comments. I got another screen where I can pull up all of your comments. And something else I'm going to talk about today is cookies. Does anyone live in an area where there is a dispensary that has the cookies products? I would like to know. Of course, my phone rings while I'm live streaming. That's typically what happens. Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right, now something I forgot to tell y'all was that in the midst of all this stuff, my van broke down as well, and it started spewing oil everywhere, all over my garage, all over my driveway. Come to find out, this part is broke inside my vehicle, and will cost me $1,000 to fix this, and you just can't win, you know. And I need my van, so I had dropped it off yesterday, and I said, "Can you get this fixed in one day? Because I need my van back ASAP, right? I can't wait. You know, I want to make sure that I get my van back in time for the weekend. So if I need to make runs or whatever, I can make runs. So they just called and said it is fixed and ready to go, which is great, but also still frustrating because, like I said, I didn't plan on having to spend $1,000 on this, like some kind of oil housing deal. I just don't know what to make of it. So it's kind of frustrating. But I knew that they would wait until I go. I called them right before the live stream and was like, "Is it ready yet?" And then they said, "Well, no, we're still working on it, and we'll call and let you know when it's ready." And I knew the minute the stream started, they were going to definitely be like, "Oh, it's ready." So, and that's exactly what happened. They they definitely made sure that it was ready. Um, so now I'm just like, oh, now I have to go get my car and get it ready. I mean, go pick it up. You know how that goes. And then, well, you know, today is, like I said, the last warm day. So yeah, I'm trying to get to my songs, y'all, and like it's kind of hard to do on this. It says I don't have any songs created, but it's weird. Like it goes to somebody else's account. So yeah, I'm working on it here, y'all. Try to get this to play for you. But while I'm working on that, tell me what you got going on for this weekend. What are you doing on this weird, wacky weather weekend where we're gonna have a little bit of snow, rain, sleet? Um, Definitely let me know what you got planned for this weekend. Hmm, very weird. Does not show me my music here, so I don't know. I'll let you hear it next time. I don't know why this does not want to cooperate with me today. That's how it be with technology sometimes. You know you got something on there, but it doesn't let you hear your stuff. So yeah, we go back to that. So what do y'all think about Cookie's brand coming out in Ohio? And what do you think about Wu Tang? Is anybody a Wu Tang fan in here? I know I grew up listening to Wu Tang. Maybe some people don't really listen to Wu Tang. Maybe that's too old of a song. But Wu Tang's been around for a long time, and you know I'm hoping that those will be some interesting products that'll come out. Be interesting to see if there'll be some of these strains that I've heard about in other markets. Uh, well, another thing I wanted to touch base on too is our membership program. Our membership program starts out at $1.99, okay? And all you have to do is sign up right through the YouTube app. It's pretty easy to do, and that helps support the channel. That helps me out, helps keep everything going here. So please join our membership program. I'm gonna go in here and look at some comments and see what everybody's been saying. My apologies, I was a little bit behind. I see we got Bob on here for you guess Cookies is going to join the super dry, high price, no terps in Ohio. Huh? That's what Bob Mitt says from Facebook. Let's see. Hey Froggy. Let's see. New York this weekend. Oh, that sounds really nice, Captain Green Toker. Okay. All right. No plans. Fly by the seat of my pants. I know that then, Lizzie. I'm kind of that way. Is it the rack opinion? Nah, Yvonne. This is actually part of the oil housing unit. They said it's like a known issue with chargers and other vehicles. So they said they replacing one a week. You drank a bottle of chocolate syrup the other day. How did that go out? How did that turn out for you, Terry? Haven't seen the cookies in Ohio, only in Michigan. Cookies in Ohio launched today. Green Buckeye and Clutch stores. So if you look at the Clutch menus, for Clutch Cannabis, they have they have the burner cookie strains now available. How did you feel about the cookies product when you had it in California, Captain Green Toker? Was it worth the hype or worth the money? I'm just making sure. You grew Gorilla Cookies last summer. It turned out great, very sticky. I mean, Gorilla Cookie sounds really tasty. You growing anything good this year, Digger X? What's your best strain of this year you gonna grow? I mean, you already started anything? Me, I'm working on layer cake. We've got some clones in the game now. I got a couple of clones. Just cut some more clones down. So we're gonna see how it all turns out. I'll be showing y'all how it all works out here in short order. Now, don't forget, I still would like to host a town hall meeting, and I'd like to do that here in Columbus, Ohio, and have some people come in also virtually if they can't make it here to be able to participate in this town hall meeting. The goal is to inform people of the current laws, make sure they understand what they are, address any concerns or confusion about different products in the market, and give an opportunity for lawmakers to engage with cannabis consumers in Ohio and also other people who are in the industry. Because I think there's a disconnect between the cannabis consumer and the cannabis industry as far as also the Ohio legislator. It seems to be a disconnect. Everybody seems to be on a different page these days. We want to get everybody on the same page so we can all be successful in this cannabis green rush that we're in right now. So I think a town hall is long overdue. Um, something that's free and easy for people to get to, and an opportunity for us to help people really, really get their burning questions answered and to try to help people who are trying to figure out how they can join this green rush. Something else I want to talk about. Why are Ohio cannabis medical patients not renewing right now? Because no one's really advertising it like they used to. There were still opportunities on our website. We also got our company we have here, My Medicine, is doing renewals at a very special discounted rate. So please visit mymedicinellc.com to see their discount. They have a great price going on for renewals. Check it out. Also, visit my website for discounts on renewals as well, ohiocannabislife.com. Just go down and click on the medical card on our screen and hit renewal. Having a medical card is still going to save you a couple dollars. It's going to be like a discount every time you go. If you're indigent status, get even a bigger discount than you will get if you're paying rec. I also want to let you know I made my first recreational purchase in the whole thing at Cleveland Rise, and it was about a $10 difference in the price. So, and that just depends on what city you're in, whether it will be a $10 difference, $11. It may be more or less depending on what your sales tax are locally, because they're stacking it all together. So, like I said, just imagine paying 17% versus paying 7%. That's how you got to look at it. If you have a med card, you're paying that 7%. If you have a recreational, you're paying 17% because you're paying the local tax plus the recreational tax together. You're paying almost 20% more without a medical card. So there is some benefit there. I also just want to go back over this. This is all I forgot. There are several cities that have banned adult use sales. Here are their lists. This list will change over time. Some may come out, some may stay on. Believe it or not, some of these places that are on this list actually already have medical cannabis dispensaries, but are not going to allow recreational cannabis dispensaries. Some of these are suburbs of bigger cities, like Columbus, for example, and some of these are their own cities. Some of these are own little villages and towns all over the state, but they're basically not permitting dispensaries to be open. So this is another issue that we have, and this creates a disparity when people are trying to get access to cannabis, because at the end of the day, where can they go if everywhere they go it's got a block on it? So this is important for us to make sure people understand that this is not over. We still, even if they say they're standing down and all that old jazz, we still have to make sure that we are vigilant and making sure that we're paying attention, because what will happen is they'll wait till we get comfortable, and the next thing you know, they'll change the law and we'll be into something else, and people will not know. They will not know. They'll be like, oh, I didn't hear about that. And next thing they'll be complaining, man, why they change the law? Because no one stopped them. So I'm just going to keep reminding y'all every so often to pay attention to what's going on in local news media about cannabis, because a lot of times the media will focus in on how much money they made and focus in on what the industry folks are saying about how much money they're making and how sales are going. But we're focusing on is the rules and the regulations and how they're being modified and changed to fit a narrative that basically helps law enforcement and other entities collect money that should go to the community. And that's what I'm trying to make sure. Because again, 36% of that revenue from recreational sales is supposed to go to social equity. And we have not seen not one dime of that money be put to anything related to social equity. We look, it's a whole year that went by now. And guess what's happened? We don't have a equity licensing program at this time that we can all point to and say, hey, if you want to get a license and you're in the equity program, you can do this, do that. We don't have it. It doesn't exist. But yet they have collected over millions of dollars. They said they done made 200 million, 300 million, or whatever. But 36% of that money belongs to the people of Ohio to be able to create programs to help people get licenses, to help people get cultivation licenses, to help people get their records cleared. So I want us not to lose sight of some of the things that we should be getting with this whole cannabis law. For example, expungement. People's records need to be cleared. People are still being held in jail for low-level cannabis crimes in various places all over the state. The governor needs to pardon the rest of these people and let them out because cannabis is now legal now. And some of the crimes that they had would have fallen under an old law that doesn't exist anymore. So they should go ahead and be released. And they also need to let people be able to either expunge their records or be able to have their records sealed. You get your records sealed when they can't expunge it. Of course, there's not a lot of information about how to do this, where to go, who to talk to. And this is something I'd like to change. I'd like to partner with some legal firms, law firms, to offer expungement clinics. So if you are a part of a law firm or legal firm or an investment company looking to help get people's records expunged in Ohio, and you want to make a name for yourself and work with Ohio Cannabis Law to help people get their records straightened up and help people get out of jail, please reach out to me at info@ohiocannabislive.com because this is an important topic that we can't lose sight of. There are a lot of people whose family members are still suffering and being punished. And there are a lot of people sitting at home consuming cannabis free and legal. We're growing cannabis free and legal. How many people have had criminal records because they got caught growing a couple plants at home or they got caught with a few bags of weed in their car or whatever? So it's time for us to clear these things up. It's time for us to stand up, Ohio, and to make sure that we hold lawmakers accountable to these opportunities that we can have to fix our laws to make it better for the people of Ohio and beyond. You said at least we got Mastermind. I can't do it alone. I need the whole team. I need everybody. It's a group effort. It's a team effort. We all here together. So from my comments here, it looks like, okay, you got royal cheese and special queens. Okay, I'd love to see some pictures of that, Digger X. I like Northern Lights too, man. I was thinking about doing Northern Lights. That one is very good for helping me with sleep. So if you're not familiar, Northern Lights is an indica for the most part. It's one of the first strains in our medical program when it first launched in 2019. It's one of the first products I actually purchased in the medical program, and it actually did help me with pain. So it's definitely one that you should try out if you haven't tried it in our dispensary. We have pretty much only one company I know that was growing it, which is Fireland Scientifics. They've been growing it since they started the program, and they were one of the first growers in the state's program when it was just medical only. I remember when it was only 4 dispensaries. Now there's 145 licensed and 120 plus open and operating. So just think how far we come. I also remind you all that a lot of these dispensaries will be opening additional dispensaries. So expect our program to double in size in a rapid pace. We're going to see a lot more dispensaries that are not open yet that will be opening. You'll see more dispensaries in your area. But if your area is against new dispensaries, then you need to be meeting with local leaders, city council, the mayor, whoever you need to meet with. You need to be talking to your local leaders in your municipality to find out why they're so against cannabis and try to figure out what you can do as a cannabis consumer to help them understand that you want them to win. You want them to get the benefit of those tax revenues in their community to help generate traffic and also money for a lot of times for the failing tourism business in Ohio. Our tourism was okay, but with the pandemic, tourism took a big hit. So now people have a new reason to visit Ohio. And the reason they get to visit Ohio is because they now have cannabis here. So if you're a tourist here and you come here just to try out the cannabis and everything, now you have all these different attractions in Ohio you can check out. We have a lot of historical buildings. We have a lot of museums here. There's a lot of different things you can do that are more enriching than just doing cannabis. So it's an opportunity for you to basically, you know, kind of have a vacation. That's what I'm really getting at here, a vacation, because like sometimes it's really, really hard for us, to get away So yes, it's really, comes down to us getting these people this information. There's so many people that think that they know everything, and that's wonderful and great. Maybe you do, but at the end of the day, there's other people who just haven't been able to get information. There's places like Lima, Ohio, where they feel like they're being left out. Places like Dayton, Ohio, where they feel like they're not getting the attention they deserve. Places like Cincinnati, who feel like they're getting not as much attention as Cleveland or Columbus. So that's why it's my goal to make sure we're communicating with the entire state, everybody all around Ohio, so we can all work together. Because if we just make it about one particular jurisdiction or one particular city, then that leaves a lot of people in between out, and they don't know what they can do in their community because they say, "Hey, it looks like things are going great in Columbus, but I live in Lima, I live in Cambridge, I live in Zanesville, I live in New Philadelphia." I'm just naming some of these really small places that I've had the pleasure of visiting. Coshocton. There's a lot of places that have a lot of interesting history that we could certainly have some fun at. So again, we want to help build up these smaller communities, not just the big cities where all the taxes are high. And by the way, shopping for cannabis in a smaller community could lead to savings as well, because a lot of times smaller communities have smaller municipality taxes. A good example is Carroll, Ohio, where their sales tax in there is only 6.5%. So if you purchase rec there, you're paying 16.5% versus 18% or 17% here. So there are these ways to save a little bit more if you shop in smaller markets. So supporting local does matter. And many times people are driving up north and passing a lot of these little small dispensaries, don't even really know they're there, because the way the Ohio restrictions are about advertising cannabis, it's very limited to social media and these online platforms. And not everybody is online. So this definitely makes it very challenging for people to be able to get this information or get access to these dispensaries. And I remember back in the day, before we had online ordering and menus and Dutchy and iHeart, man, we had a piece of paper, man. We get the menu and be like, hey man, did you print out the menu, or did you got that menu? Can you send me a picture of the menu from such and such dispensary? Because I'm trying to see if I'm gonna make that drive up there. Because it used to be like you only have 4 options, so you was making a 2 and 3 hour drive, so you needed that menu. Just imagine making a 2 or 3 hour drive to a dispensary, not having no idea what's available there, not being able to order in advance. We went through that. We used to be on the way there. Hey, I'm calling. I'm on my way there. Do you have this product or not? I saw it on a printed menu a week ago. Is it still there? I don't want to waste my time driving 2.5 hours to get there. I remember we had people to drive 2.5 hours to a dispensary to get there to find out the line was around the building and that their products were already gone and sold to somebody else. Now that's less likely to happen. Hi, doggy. You gonna come and join the live stream today, Miracle? You do? What you doing? She just went for a walk. She's back. Now she's gonna probably give me a hard time. You're not coming. You coming up here? You can't come up here. So Husky on the stream. No, stop, 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 stop. She's licking my leg right now. That's what doggies do. Stop licking me, dog. Stop. She has a habit. She like licks me all the time. She's always trying to tell me how much she's happy. She's a very blessed and smart dog. I was about to show you where she was at, but she's hiding from my camera. She's playing camera shy with me today. Classic Miracle type stuff. Yeah, see, here she is at the door there. Well, you'll go out in a minute. You gotta wait. So yeah, so sometimes she wants to go out, and yeah, here I'll let you out, dog. She's like, let me out of here. Go. All right, I'm back. All right, so let me check comments again. And it's Friday. What you guys got planned for dinner tonight? Are you eating in? Are you eating out? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you're watching this on replay on Facebook or YouTube. Please do me a favor and share the video for all your friends. Thank you, Thin Lizzy. Thank you. Yeah, she loves me. I know. I'm so spoiled. Hey, Dr. Ropol Tanik. I'll make sure I said it right. Thank you, Digger X. Hope we're all well with you as well. So yeah, thank you again for being here. Well, I mean, for people that don't go to Cedar Point, Kings Island, Captain Green, Toker, I guess that's what I mean. There's a lot of other interesting places within Ohio that aren't really seeing the tourism boom. Some people might like to go to amusement parks, but then when the weather changes, there's really not a lot of things like that open because it's cold. So there's a lot of little other cool places that I think could get some more attention in Ohio that people have kind of forgotten exist. A lot of old museums, a lot of old buildings, just a lot of activities in general that Ohio has that aren't just as booming as they used to be because the pandemic did hurt the tourism business quite a bit. I mean, we can all agree there. I mean, everything was shut down for quite some time. So we also have a new uh, issue out there now. This norovirus. Has anybody had any dealing with the norovirus yet? Hearing a lot of buzz about that. Um, you know, I think that's something we got to keep an eye out for. And the scary part about the norovirus is that they saying it is resistant to uh, hand sanitizer. So they're saying that whenever you touch surfaces, you need to not only wash your hands, you need to wash your hands anyway. But a lot of people, oh, use sanitizer. That don't work with the norovirus. So the thing can last on surfaces for days, and so I know that's one thing. I be careful what I touch when I go out into places. I try not to touch door handles or other objects that aren't mine, because you just never know who else touched it and whatever germs they were carrying. We do have a hygiene issue here in Ohio with some of these companies, restaurants. They're not as clean as they should be. Let's just be honest with ourselves. And sometimes people order things online and you have no idea what's going on in the kitchen where that product's being prepared. Good example, DoorDash, for example. We ordering stuff online from DoorDash. Some of these places aren't even really restaurants. They're like these food kitchens where they just have a bunch of food being made in one particular place and they're just basically operating out of a building. Some of you are familiar with what I'm talking about. They call them ghost kitchens, where the company, the restaurant is selling three or four different brands out of one restaurant, or like I said, out of a building. So again, it's just Ohio's change. I mean, we've adapted to the climate with the virus and everything, and the pandemic as far as COVID concerned. I don't declare it over because I just had COVID in October. So it wasn't over for me. I don't want to get that again. So I definitely have taken measures in my own adventures and things I do, try to minimize my exposure to any of these things or elements out here. And one thing I found is very interesting is there's a lot of new research coming out about the vaccines, a lot of information that we didn't have at the time when they were giving them to us. And so as I learned that and studied that, I think that a lot of these things people thought were conspiracies at one point in time. Some of this stuff turned out to actually be true. So again, I know some of us did get the vaccine because we thought it was the right thing to do at the time, and some of us stayed away from it. So it's a mixed bag when it comes to that. So with this norovirus thing, it seems like it's something that, for the most part, can resolve itself, which is great. And that they're really not looking at vaccines for it right now that I'm aware of. But you should still be vigilant and make sure that you wash your hands. Public service announcement from Mastamynd. Wash your hands whenever you get an opportunity to make sure that you don't catch this germ because people I know who've gotten that norovirus, they have not. It's been bad. It takes a long time to recover from it. And you're sick for many days, lots of vomiting and fevers and diarrhea and chills. So you don't want to get that nora thing. And again, they don't test it the same way they do for COVID. So your COVID test won't help you. You have to go to a hospital and get checked for it. And I'm told they use like a DNA test to figure out if you got it or not, which is kind of interesting. But anyway, as I wrap today's show, I just want to let y'all know that Ohio Cannabis Live is here to bring everyone together. Our goal, again, is to make sure you have the facts and information the best we can bring it to you. We're not going to say we're 100% accurate every time because information changes by the minute. And when things change, we try to bring you those changes as soon as we possibly can. When new products come in Ohio, we try to make sure you're aware of those products. And when there's new information about potential law changes or anything else with rule change, we try to bring the information to you in the best way we can through our blog posts, through our video streams, through our Instagram, and through all of our other platforms. So be sure to follow us on all platforms. And just follow us here. Follow us on Instagram. Like us on Facebook. Give us a rating on Facebook. We want more ratings. Make sure you visit our website, ohiocannabislive.com. I just put up a new blog post there the other day about information I've got. And if you're looking for information about other rules, some of the proposed products that will be coming about, and when they do these rule changes, go back and read my blog post. I put a lot of time in putting out information in a central location to make it easy for you to be able to access these things without a whole lot of trouble. And if you have questions about anything specific, don't hesitate to reach out to me and hit the info at ohiocannabislive.com email up, or reach out to me on my website www.ohiocannabislive.com, and make sure that you share the video with a friend. Every share counts, every like counts, every person on the stream counts and matters. All of you being here means a lot to me. As my health situation continues to evolve, I'll continue to keep you all in a loop about what's going on with that. I want to thank everyone for the support, love, and prayers I've received from all the people who have been chiming in. Again, I'm fighting this to the end. I do believe there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I do think that God has given me a clear signal that they will fix the pancreas problem some way, somehow. I will beat this pancreas issue, just like I beat the tumor in my throat. Many of you know they said I wasn't even going to be able to talk. Here I am talking 4 years later. I beat hernia mesh. I beat car accidents. I beat cancer, tumors, all many times. So I'm still fighting them all. And God has my back. God has your back. Never forget that God is there. Don't lose your faith. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. God loves you. We love you here at Ohio Cannabis Live. We're all one big family. It's important for us to promote unity and community amongst ourselves, and to figure out for us all to find common ground for us to work together. That is just most important for me, and I hope that matters to you. For all those people who have come to my events, I want to thank you. I apologize if we weren't able to do Token Chill this past Thursday. We want to try to get this thing going next Thursday, but that is still dependent upon um, the surgery. They could actually do the surgery early, which will be next Tuesday. So that could happen. What I am planning on trying to do is I'm trying to put together a birthday party. My birthday is February 7th. And so I'm trying to put something together. So between February 7th, Valentine's Day, or maybe end of February, I'm trying to have some kind of celebration. And we're trying to work our way up to 800,000 views. So this is why you got to keep sharing the videos. That's why you keep telling your friends to watch our stream. We need to get our numbers up and keep donating, supporting through memberships and super chat. That helps us keep going. We've already met our quota, but we have to make the next quota for the next cycle. So anything you do to help us will help us get to our quota. We can't get paid anything from YouTube till we earn $100. So each month we have to reset and start over and make that $100 if we get paid out. And then if we don't make the $100, then we don't make the $100. But for the most part, when I'm not making any money from this stuff, I literally have to pay everything out of my Social Security money, and that can definitely be hard on me because I don't get that much money. So again, it does cost me a lot to keep all this stuff going and running, software licenses, and etc. It starts to pile on top of you. We're still working on the Ohio Cannabis Expo Columbus so that it's not canceled. We're still working on that. Just got a lot going on. I mean, we're gonna keep it going the whole year, stay as busy as we possibly can. And if you have any questions or want to help out any of our projects, feel free to reach out to us and let us know. We'd love to have you. Nah, I'm not doing fans only. That's not for me, Captain Green Toker. Okay, Big White. All right, another Aquarius in the house. Hey, thank you, Scoopy. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate all of you. Go Bucks. I heard that. I heard that. I hear that. I feel that. The face green smiling face. Okay, that's what it tells me. That's a little froggy there. So no, I thank all of y'all for y'all support and y'all being here. It does truly mean a lot to have y'all here with me every weekend, every Friday, and hopefully if we can get everything going every Thursday. But like I said, just keep the stream going, keep sharing it, and make sure you watch us all the way to the end because they do check that to see if people watch it to the end. And if you don't, make sure you finish watching on the replay because I know you're busy. Sometimes things going on, you have to turn away from the screen to take care of family business. And Mastermind understands that 100%. And that's why we have a replay here. So if you didn't get to watch the whole stream, make sure you replay it back. And I always love to hear your comments and feedback in the comments even after the show. I thank all of you for being here. I got to go get my car before the shop closes, so I will jump off here. But I'll see all of y'all on the next stream.